So we're talking taxes today, and that's my opinion on it, right? You see that? Right. That's where I'm coming from on the issue. Now, unfortunately, Republicans in South Carolina are coming at it from an entirely different vantage point. They like their government large, and they like to give you a very small amount of tax relief, if any. Now, earlier this month, we reported on Governor Henry McMaster's proposed tax cut, which was only $177 million out of more than $5 billion in new money coming into the state coffers this year. And again, that's on top of a $32 billion budget, record-setting budget from the previous year. Basically, what the governor proposed was about 3 cents of tax relief for every dollar of new money coming into Columbia. Now, is that what's going to help get this state's economy turned around? Is that going to get our employment indicators up, our lagging employment indicators, which are in the bottom 10 of the country? I don't think so. But anyway, that's what the Republican governor proposed. Now, this week, the governor was one-upped by Republicans in the South Carolina House of Representatives who unveiled their own tax plan. Now, the GOP House plan does the following. It collapses the middle brackets, the 6%, 5%, and 4% brackets, into one single 3% bracket. Beyond that, it takes South Carolina's top marginal rate of 7%, which again is one of the highest tax rates in the entire country, and it reduces it to 6%, but not immediately. Half of that reduction will take place in the first year, taking the rate from 7 to 6.5%, and the rest of the reduction will take place over a 5-year period. Okay, so what are we looking at here? What does this mean to your bottom line? Well, unfortunately, not very much. Again, this is an improvement over the governor's plan, but it's not a significant improvement. Republicans, once again, are not taking much of the money that you are giving them and returning it to you. Instead, they're taking the lion's share of the new money and spending it. Basically, this is the equivalent of the governor whipping out a 1-inch, whatever you want to call it, and House Republicans whipping out about a 3-incher. And again, anybody who pays bills, most of you are ladies, size matters, okay? Size matters. The amount of money that you get to keep that you don't have to spend in taxes is money that you can use to provide for your family. It's money that you can use to deal with the effects of inflation. If you're a small business person like me, it's money that you can use to hire people, right? Invest in equipment, invest in your business. So again, this matters. And if you look at states with more competitive tax rates like North Carolina, it's one of the reasons they're succeeding. North Carolina embarked on a massive tax cutting proposal over the last decade, bringing their marginal rate down to around 5%. Now they are continuing to lower it with a tax plan that's going to cut $13 billion over the next 5 years. The total value of the House plan, only about $1 billion. $1 billion. And that's over the next 5 years. And again, we're talking about more than $5 billion in new money coming in this year alone. And this is all Republicans can come up with in tax relief. And we wonder why South Carolina's not competitive. We wonder why it's not competitive. Again, if we want to turn these economic indicators around in this state, if we want our state to truly become competitive on jobs, on incomes, we are going to have to create a competitive tax climate. This may be a small step in the right direction, but again, too small, people.